They're probably looking at this amount of money and thinking, oh my God, 435 for 39,000 just on accommodation. It's an expense. It's not tuition fee. It's not even living cost. Then people will know, well, that is like a one-bedroom price. You basically paying cash for a one-bedroom. Now, what we're going to talk about is continue our conversation last week and the week before about relocating to Australia. What's the easiest way? Of course, today we're still going to be focusing on guardian visa, student visa, but in more of a focus of Brisbane instead of Gold Coast last week. As the usual, today, whatever we discussed, we're going to share with some numbers with you. Whatever we share with you today is more general information. And throughout the presentation, I'll prompt you to remind you that a lot of the situation is probably more personal. You might like to DM us through various different social media or directly through email address, but I will prompt you to remind you. They're probably looking at this amount of money and thinking, oh my God, 435 for 39,000 just on accommodation. It's an expense. It's not tuition fee. It's not even living cost. Then people will know, well, that is like a one-bedroom price. You basically paying cash for a one-bedroom. Now, maybe on the Gold Coast, you get a small little two-bedroom. I don't think you can get anything like this in Melbourne or Sydney, let's say. So how can we utilize this money? So then we've got option B, what if? The what if situation is if the parents bought into a property and then finance, let's say half, if you really need to finance half, then basically they might get a upfront cash you need to save aside for this property, probably, and plus the stamp duty is about 351,000. But in doing that, you would be saving a lot more money. Why? Because this property you need to still support because you financed it. So with the interest plus principal, so that's and then plus the body corporate per annum, and then plus the council rate. So all the money that needs to be done to support this property, it's about $27,000 a year. Now remember the previous few slides we talked about it, that one kid, 1 year, just accommodation alone could be already that amount. So basically what you're doing now is you're spending the same amount of money, but then you've got 2 kids coming, and then also maybe one of the guardian will be coming with them. So, and then we haven't talked about the capital growth. So what we're saying is the longer the kids are here to stay, let's say if they start like Jenny and Jason, they start from like year 3 and year 6, they've got a long journey to stay. They're going to be in Australia for another couple of years, for university, looking for a job. So the capital growth, the longer you stay here with this option B, the more saving you're going to get, and in fact you're earning money. And how? So let's have a look. What is the benefit of option B? So while option A similarly is easier to start with, lesser upfront cost, but then option B have a more long-term effect and long-term benefit. Now, on this note, we're gonna share a video, because from this point in time, I'm gonna share with a couple of different schools in this surrounding area using a property or a project that are of a recommendation for you. So at this moment in time, I'd like to share a video about the project here. Now, with this location map, you could see we are already, so this is right in the CBD. We are about 400 meters away from a Queen's Wharf development. And in saying that, walking to Queen's Wharf is a very easy walk on the river. And then through that walk, you are walking through the library, shopping center, and again to the Queen's Wharf. Across the bridge, you can see it's South Bank Parkland. And what we're going to do here, I have prepared some data about the area. Now, on the left-hand side, you can see the image there. The box that looks very small and slim with a white little corner, that's W Hotel. So this project that we're talking about is one big island, and it's got 3 stages. A mixed use of hotel, W Hotel. It's already up and running for more than a year now. And then underneath, and then next door, this big tall building is called The One, which is the apartment, the premium apartment that we're going to talk about today. And then you could see at the back of the slim building, there looks like this purple rooftop, but that is a commercial building at the back. It's also up and running. Developers' head office sits here. There is a name for the whole site, including the 3 stages. It's called Brisbane Quarter. And in this map, in this photo, you can already start seeing the big box is like blue, that's the State Library. And next to it, it's already Queen's Walk Precinct. So you're really not a far walk, and you're enjoying all the luxury and the infrastructure, everything that is coming and is happening in Brisbane. Now, without further ado and boring everyone on all these data that are next to this slide, I have actually prepared a video about the metro. What it is in Brisbane, apart from the public transport wise, apart from ferries, you can see from this picture, there's already a ferry, bus and train line. We are now also constructing a cross-river railway and Brisbane Metro. What it means is it's going to be underground. It's going to focus on few stations that are with an increasing growing population to release to ease the congestion, and also anticipating for amount of expansion for this city yet to come.
Brisbane is growing, and so's the demand for faster, more efficient public transport. That's why Brisbane City Council is delivering the Brisbane Metro. 2 new turn-up-and-go metro lines will link the suburbs to the CBD, hospitals and universities. You'll be able to change between metro, bus and train at 11 different locations. High-frequency metro services will operate as the primary trunk service along the existing busway. This means more buses to the suburbs. Metro 1 will link 8 Mile Plains to Roma Street, stopping at 11 stations along the busway. Metro 2 will link the Royal Brisbane and Women's Hospital to the University of Queensland, stopping at 12 stations. With services every 3 minutes in peak periods, every 5 minutes throughout the day, and 24-hour travel on weekends, you'll be able to just turn up and go. By fixing critical bottlenecks such as at the Cultural Centre, Brisbane Metro will save you up to 30% travel time in the morning peak and up to 50% in the evening peak. A new state-of-the-art underground station at Cultural Centre will provide easy and convenient access to metro and bus services. Onboard features such as Wi-Fi, voice announcements of the next station, and real-time travel updates will enhance your journey. At the new Cultural Centre station, you'll be able to easily move around, with access to the street level via escalators, stairs, or lift. Station entries at the corner of Melbourne and Grey Street will provide fast and convenient access to the cultural precinct. With up to 340 fewer buses per hour at street level, this will allow for a new scramble crossing, providing a safer environment for pedestrians and cyclists. Brisbane Metro presents a unique opportunity to create a highly connected, vibrant cultural precinct that celebrates our subtropical lifestyle. This is just the first stage, with potential future expansions to other hubs like Chermside and Carindale. Council's getting you home quicker and safer. It's all part of the plan.
Very exciting, isn't it? And that is only one piece of infrastructure And the amount of things that I can talk about in this area, or let's say in Brisbane CBD or surrounding this area, is a lot. It's almost impossible to try to cover everything in one talk. I'm happy to conduct even more discussion about these projects surrounding. In terms of the map, location map, we are, as what I mentioned, we're only a couple of hundred meters away from Queen's Wharf. We are right in the middle of the CBD. I've put on some images here on the right-hand side. The top one there is it's a newly constructed, insane new. It's already been a year already. It's probably number 4 on the map. It's called the Howard Smith Wharf. It's been really, really popular as an entertainment center. Everyone goes there. It's one of the hit area to go to at nighttime. And exciting that it's all lifestyle, yes, but I think people love lifestyle. People go there, and then people start to realizing the convenience, and I think that's where it started driving that that property price. So again, that it's all these foot traffic and stuff like that. And then you've got the middle bit, that is the culture center, which is the big video that we just play about the Cross River Railway and plus the Brisbane Metro. The last picture on the bottom right hand side is Brisbane Life. This is another piece of infrastructure yet to come in. It's going to be very, very close to our site here called The One. Our project is called The One. And what it is, Brisbane Live is a new infrastructure with an indoor and outdoor entertainment center. So it's massive, massive. The amount of growth that Queensland yet to have is phenomenal. And to say the growth, just that a lot of other countries will say that, but for me to watch it happen, that a lot of the infrastructure I've spoken about in my previous years of presentation has becoming alive. And then knowing that there's so much more yet to happening or under construction, I think it's pretty amazing. When you come to, let's say, 2023, and then you're still scratching your head thinking, how come the property that I saw back in 2019, 2018, 2020, 21, and how can it become the price of that today? You don't need to scratch your head. I already know it's going to happen. With the amount of population that are looking at Brisbane right now, or Gold Coast, or Brisbane, or Queensland right now, especially post-COVID, and from interstate buyers, and then the amount of international focus, which is waiting for the international flight to resume, it's quite phenomenal. And even without everything else, just our local market itself is really supporting, and it's singing already a big song. And big song singing is backed up with numbers and with facts that we all understanding and recognize. All right. Now, just to translate that location map into a more visualized satellite view, you can see here, the one is our development there. You're so close to Queen's Wharf. You are also in walking distance to University of Queensland Technology. And then next to it is already a botanical park that will never get built. In between that, you've got 4 or 5 bridges to go into South Bank Parkland, where the Ferris wheel is, where the culture center is. It's quite amazing. Now, on this map, people might not see the school, just to certify everyone's schooling need. You can see here that I mentioned already the Queensland University of Technology, and then across the Green Bridge, you've got Griffith University, you've got TAFE, Queensland. If you are after for international school, you've got Somerville House for the girls, and you've got St. Lawrence College for the boys, and they're both quite well ranked. You also have Brisbane State High School as a one of those public school in the high ranking, similarly like international school. And then on this right hand side, I purposely marked that again because the left hand side map did not actually shows W Hotel. So you're kind of thinking, so where is day one? Where is the project? So on the right hand side, you already see that's where the W Hotel is, and then the proximity to QUT, which is Queensland Technology, University of Technology. And also looking into north, you've still got some really wonderful schools. So in driving distance of less than 5 minutes, you already get to Brisbane Girls Grammar, the Boys Grammar as well. We've already mentioned about it's a mixed use. So you've got 3 buildings. You've got W Hotel. You've got this residential tower called D1, and then you've got 300 George Street being the residential, being the office tower. Now the whole lot as an estate is called Brisbane Quarter. So this is an artist's impression, but at the moment, this is pretty much how it's being constructed. It's also worthwhile to mention all these apartments that you're about to see, it's almost completed, but we are not going to call for settlement until the end of the year. So pretty much you're buying a completed property that are brand new. You can feel and see and touch, but then you're only paying 10% of deposit until end of this year. So that's really good deal. And especially if you are local, if you're overseas, both way, you've got enough time to organize your finance. You've got enough time to wait for the international flight to resume. You've got enough time to start thinking which kid is going to which school, and then what am I going to do with my business? Do I relocate together with the family, or what do I do? So there's enough time to think about some of these. And it may not be enough time for some people, but at least you've got some time. And you're only 10% payment for this property right here. Right, now this is the honest impression of a living room for one of the high-level apartment. It's very different to some of the apartment where you see like unstoppable ocean view. At nighttime, you pretty much see nothing. So this is the daytime. You get to see the water, you see the lights of the house, you even see the mountain. It's beautiful. And even at nighttime, I just mentioned, you don't see just a pitch dark. You see fairy lights, and then you see some mountain. It's a wonderful, wonderful view. And see this master bedroom. How can you waking up with this view, you kind of oh, that's not a great thing, but you might gonna stay in bed for a while. But this is just to showcase it's a wonderful living. And going downstairs, there's already wonderful restaurants. So you even have Michelin restaurants there downstairs because it's W Hotel, and you've got offices next door, and you're right big bang in the Brisbane CBD, in all the walking distance to the best school, to the best shopping, you name it, you just can't go wrong. We've got 2 color selections here for you. As you can see, this is a dark, and you've got a lighter version of it. And then you also have, this is a bathroom, just to give you an idea of the kind of the mirror that would be. And I think we can do better than that. But before that, I just want to show you a few things before we go into the VR. This is the podium. Actually, this is the ground floor lobby for the residences. Just to give you a much better bearing, this is a very subtle yet still luxury feeling, condominium feel. This is your lobby for your entrance. And then you will go into the level 4 being the recreational area. For the residences here, you've got gymnasium, you've got outdoor yoga, you've got a 15-meter swimming pool, you've got spa, you've got the pool terraces that are open up, you have kids playing area, and then you've got the media room, and you've got private dining. Now, I can do better than that. You can see right here, this is the level 4 decking area that are looking into the pool. Because I've already mentioned the building is almost finished in construction, we'll be looking to get owners to settle the property end of this year. So level 4, this picture that I'm showing you right now, it's not a artist impression, it's an actual photo of the swimming pool. This is the dining area, the private dining room, and then also the cinema. So we got the gym, and then we also have the sauna room and the gym. Now at level 45, there's another area for a higher level. Basically, the building are constructed into 3 different areas. So you've got a level 4 is a podium for everyone to share. The higher you go, then you've got another level of facilities. In this level, you've got another gym. You also have the theater. You've got private dining room. You've got another indoor pool that looks like this. So you've got basically 2 levels of facilities to use the higher the level you go into your apartments. Now, people sometimes get quite worried. What is it going to be like for the body corporate? It's actually quite reasonable. So as you can see here, from level 6 to 49, 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom is surrounding about 3,900 to about 5,300. The higher you go and the bigger the unit is, obviously more expensive it will become. Now, as what I mentioned, there's 3 parts of the building. From level 6 to level 3, there is 4 lifts for 8 units per level. And then you go up, the higher you go, once you go to 46 to 74, you've got 5 units sharing 4 lifts. And then the higher you go into level 75 to level 79, there's only 3 lifts left to share with 4 units, 4 lift cords. Now, passing level 80 to level 88, which is not something that we're going to discuss today, but obviously it gets to even bigger apartments, not just 4 bed, it gets to 5 and 6 beds, and as some early birds might even have the opportunity to fit out, or let's say to change some floor plan of their own. And as you could see on the floor plate here, the lift cord changes. So there is these 4 that you see here are only designated to go to higher level. They don't go to the lower level. So I think the speed of the lift and in terms of waiting time is going to be dramatically saved. All right, now this is probably our entry point of 2 bedroom. Level 16, 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 88 square meter, 667,000. If you have to say compared to all these other buildings surrounding CBD, I think per square meter rate, this is probably one of the best. And the view is actually quite good as well. So it's worth considering. And then we've got this 2 bedroom apartment as well on level 16 with unstoppable water view, river view 826,000 at 100 meter. And then you go into the 1 bedroom apartment at 580,000 on level 16. At 57 square meter and unstoppable river view. And on this note, I think it's worthwhile for us to go into a VR for you to have a look what VR is all about. And also, while you're looking into the screen sharing right now, I really like you to consider and actually DM us because there is so many apartments that are available that we could actually do a VR for you right now. Now, the 1 bedroom that we just spoken about, I'm just going to do this play for you. Now, this is a display apartment. As you could see, this is a 1 bedroom. Look at that view. And you know what? There's nothing, practically nothing in front of you. So there will not be block ever. So you will see the whole South Brisbane, imagining the firework at the end of the year for the countdown. Even in master bedroom, you lie there, you see this beautiful view. And then it's a proper 1 bedroom with a bathroom. It's not a studio. And this is the VR that we're talking about now. If you please feel more than welcome to let us know that you wanted to visit this VR, because we can. And we are able to do 2 things. I can do a VR through Zoom meeting with you, or at best what we'll do is we'll do VR downstairs in the sales suite, and then we go upstairs to your actual apartment that you might wanted to and interested to look at. All right, now let's continue going. There's one more floor plan I'd like to show, and then we also have the VR as well, and then we'll wrap up with our presentation quite quickly. Now, this other one isn't the other one that I really like to show. Obviously, it's a very big building, so it's got a big column in the middle. You can't do anything about it, but this apartment comes with a car park. It's 100 square meter. It's $1,227,000. I reckon it's a really good deal with the car park, with the size of it, as compared to other projects we have done so far, next down the road or things like that. Also, you can see it's unstoppable, and the amount of window. Now, all the windows that you see are floor-to-ceiling window. They are really nice. So what I'll do is I will stop sharing here, and then we'll do the VR as well. For this particular this 2-bedroom, and then that's pretty much it. So if you got questions to ask, now's the best time to start typing, and then we don't want to miss out any questions. So let's go through this 2-bedroom apartment. As you can see, we have dressed up the column quite well. So the size of the kitchen, see the size of this kitchen is quite massive. And then lead on to an open, the sort of dining area, we could call it the lounge area, and then dining area. As you can see already, you can see the river, you can see across to South Bank Parkland with the Ferris wheel. We have dressed the column with all these storage, which is fantastic and looks really nice. And then the video is going to take you obviously into the first bedroom. The first bedroom, lying in bed, you are also and already can see the view equally the same as the living space. And this is the bathroom. And then obviously now we're going into the master bedroom with the ensuite. And you can see the wardrobe and the walking, there's a walking robe, and then going into your bathroom right here. Now, as you can see, we can actually go to all these spots. So see, if I click on the, this is what we call the VR. So if I click on it, we can actually move closer to the window. And then obviously I can even turn around. If you like, I can turn around to see other areas in more details. And now this is the time, if you are interested to do to have your own VR experience into these display apartments, now is the time to DM us. And let us know, and we are able to do two things. One is on Zoom meeting to do a VR experience, or we could be even going on site to the actual unit and then using WhatsApp to show you where you wanted to see. Okay, and then we will go into the developer's profile. Developer has been really active in Australia. They are actually very famous internationally. That's why they're able to get W Hotel and to operate here. And just so that you know, they without even having to have pre-sale levels, or let's say have X amount of sales that's in this project, everything is already constructing, and we're looking at settling very shortly. So it's actually a very international, well-known developer with lots and lots of potential. Homestates Group, what we discussed today is about education, migration, and also property. We like to really reiterate about this whole overall consultation period, or let's say a free consultation with you to understand where you are and where you like to be and what we could do along the way with your journey, including when you are relocating to Australia, what your local support here. You may or may not have relatives like everyone else being that lucky, but we are here to assist you. Now, if you've been watching this through the mobile app, thank you so much for downloading, and make sure you sign up for a free membership. And if you think whatever we're discussing today is beneficial for your friends, obviously through sharing our Facebook page to your friend is the easiest way. But if you want them to get to know us a lot more better, and yourself also want to discuss about the projects, information-wise, and a lot of the live that we play today has been video recorded, and it'll be replayed in looping. And please download our app and make sure you sign up as a free member to access more and private information. So there you go again. So you are, whether you're Android or Apple Store, please go and go to your Apple Store and search for us and then download. That pretty much concludes our presentation tonight. I like to thank you for everyone for joining us today and last week and the week before. We will have a whole new series of migration and business migration coming up with case studies. Thank you so much for your time on Saturday. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.